everyone, welcome to Remote STEM class. It's Mr. Dowd here. Um, Remember we're starting our new project, the I'm Feeling Lucky one. Oh yeah, I forgot to say Happy Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Should I play that LeBron song again? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to let Mr. Yamin suffer like that again. But anyways, guys, Happy Tuesday. We're going to continue working on our I'm Feeling Lucky project. So remember we're doing the area and we're going to write it down. So, if you remember from last class, it brought me to the Saidia Rogaya Mosque. Sorry, I don't speak that native tongue, so it's hard for me to speak it. But yeah, so I got the area. So I did my measuring tool last class. I'm going to change this to feet. I'm going to change this to feet, square feet also. Okay, so that's my recording that I just did. Anyways, so I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go and can I copy that yet? No, I can't. I got to copy these first. So the perimeter, if you just click on this little blue button, it'll copy it for you. So this is the perimeter. If I press Control V to paste, we got that. And if I copy that, Control V, paste. Okay. So now if I X out of this, that'll go away, but now I can click on the mosque again and I should be able to copy that. Yep, there we go. So I had to click on it and then click on that, so like the actual icon that comes up, and then highlight that, Control C, and I'm going to Control V to paste. Cool. And I'm going to paste values only, so it doesn't keep the format, because you see how that has big black mark. It didn't like that. It doesn't look good. So we're going to do 10 of these, just like we did for the bridges, okay? So next up, I am going to click on there to release that and press the I'm Feeling Lucky button again. So now I'm going to Vietnam, Perfume Pagoda, Vietnam. So this was like a shrine of some sort. Looks pretty beautiful to me. Let's look at some of the pictures here. Wow, that is absolutely stunning. Very picturesque area. So I'm going to copy that again, Control C, back to the I'm Feeling Lucky page, my Google Sheets, Control V, go with values only. Now it's time to make the area around it. It doesn't seem to really want to go. Let's see if that'll redo it. Nope, it doesn't seem to want to really render. Well, anyways, I'm just going to do an area around here. Okay. Go do. All right. Also, guys, remember you're gonna have to screenshot all this. Okay, I didn't do that last class. I'm just gonna do that again to show you. I'm not gonna do it every time because I think by now you'll know how to do it. But just in case you don't, I'm using the snippet tool. I press New, and then I'm just going to take a screenshot of that. Okay, so it shows the perimeter and stuff, and it shows the area. Okay, and then I'm just going to go File, Save As, and save it right onto my desktop. Okay, no, because I'm not going to save that. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and record this now. So perimeter first, Control V, and then area next. Perfect. So I'm 2 down, 8 to go. Yeah, so that's all we're going to be doing the next couple of days, or for the rest of the week, actually. So everyone have a fantastic Tuesday. I'll see you guys tomorrow on Wednesday. Bye.
Hello, Gators. Today I'm making some food for football. but you could use it for any type of snack. So I took these crescent rolls, which I've used in the past, and instead of, I'm going to separate them down the middle. Okay. This. Then I'm going to take these small hot dogs, put them in the middle, a little piece of cheese. I'm going to roll them just like this. Put them on a cookie sheet at 350. These are called pigs in the blanket. And I did it before with, I think it was ham and cheese. But you could do it with pretty much whatever you want. It's usually done with hot dogs. If you had a regular size hot dog, you could just cut it in half. Or you could keep the crescent rolls together. Put a little cheese on it. Roll it like this. All right. Okay. So that's what it looks like so far. Let's see if I can get another piece of this. Okay, so I'm gonna take this hot dog. These would make a good anytime football food, anytime snack, or if you're gonna have Super Bowl party or people over, or like us, where it's just a couple people, like 3 of us, because of COVID, and you can make these little snacks. Okay, so because you're cutting these in half, it makes a lot more. The reason I cut them in half is because of these really small hot dogs. So I'm going to cook these at 350 for about 20 minutes or until they turn brown. And then I'll show you what they look like when they come out. And then I'll show you how I display them with some mustard. All right, I'll see you on the other. Okay, so this is after about 10 or 15 minutes. So I'm going to take them off. This is mustard that is on the plate. But you could also do ketchup. Came out good. This is what it looks like if you didn't divide them in half. It would be big and doughy like this. I just wanted to show you the difference. It doesn't really matter. I think it's just mostly bread if you did not divide them. But you could put mustard, ketchup, any kind of dip you wanted in the middle. There you go. Pigs in a blanket. Easy peasy. So that's one type of appetizer for the Super Bowl or any time in between. Or any time really. Good snack. All right, I'll see you guys next time.
Hey Gators, welcome back to Language and Play. All right, so this week we are going to be working on some acting skills. All right, we're going to play a couple of games, we're going to do some warm-ups, and today we're going to focus on being in sync with one another. All right, this is a game we've played in class before. 5th graders, you haven't played this yet, but you will. It's called Mirrors. All right, so the game that we're going to play today is called Mirrors. So what we're going to do first is we're going to do a little vocal warm-up to start. All right, so I want you guys to repeat after me. Unique New York. Unique New York. Unique New York. You know, you need unique New York. All right, let's try that 3 times, and then the whole statement. Unique, New York. Unique, New York. Unique, New York. You know, you need, unique, New York. Unique, New York. Unique, New York. Unique, New York. You know, you need, unique, New York. Feel all of the different ways that your mouth moves when you say that. Your tongue actually kind of almost gets a little sore. It almost gets a workout, okay? Because you're using different parts of your face muscles. You're using different parts of your vocal muscles to be able to produce those sounds clearly. All right, diction is very important. You want to make sure you hear unique New York. Unique New York. You know, you need, new ye. There's my mess up. You know, you need, unique New York. All right, you want to over pronunciate everything. All right, speed is not a factor right now. Although as you get better at it, you're going to want to try and go as fast as you can while still pronouncing every word with diction. Okay? All right, one more time. Ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Unique New York. Unique New York. Unique New York. You know, you need, unique New York. All right, good job. All right, so now I'm going to shake it out. All right, and we're going to get ready for mirrors. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hands up to the screen, and I want you to match my hands. All right, so in your screen, you're going to match my hands and match my movements. You want to try and stay in sync with my hands. Okay? Don't go faster, don't go slower, but depth counts. So if my hand gets closer, what does your hand do? Do you get closer to your screen, or do you get further back from your screen? Which way are you going to move your hands? If I turn them sideways slightly, right? Closer. Maybe your fingers can spread out. And we want to be in sync with one another. Okay. All right, good job. So that's a concentration game. All right, you want to be in sync with your partner. That's a game you can try with somebody at your house. All right, take turns being the lead, but it should look like an exact mirror. Okay, so if you are person A, you are leading. I was person A, you'll be person B. All right, person B follows along. All right, see if you can try it with a brother or a sister, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle, whoever's at your house. Give it a shot. All right, and really try and think about what you notice as you're playing. Is it harder to be the leader, or is it harder to be the follower? All right, what do you notice about being completely in sync with one another? All right, tomorrow we'll be playing some more games and some more warm-ups. Have a great day,
Hi guys. I hope by now you were able to find a few objects to use for your still life drawing. And hopefully you made yourself a nice viewfinder. Okay, so I wanted to look at a few examples of some artists who used a viewfinder to just zoom in on one part of their still life. And they kind of cropped some things, but it makes for an interesting composition. So don't be afraid to kind of crop out or, cut off some parts of the objects in your still life. Okay, so here's a nice one. So some of the tomatoes are cropped, but it's zooming in to this area here, and it looks nice. Oops. Here's some glass bottles. Some of them have been, like sort of cropped or chopped away, and the artist has zoomed right into this space, and it makes for an interesting composition. Some more fruit. So there was definitely more going on in this still life, but when you use that viewfinder and you just sort of close in on one area of your giant still life, it just looks pretty cool. There. Okay. I like this one. So you know that there's more to these sneakers. but the artist just zoomed in and focused on that part of it. And I think it looks interesting and I like it. Okay, so I have my drawing. I used my viewfinder to zoom in on my larger still life, but that's the part that I wanted to focus on. Okay, so this is what I have. So the next step for this is we're going to start adding some value and keep some areas light. Okay, so on mine, I think I'm going to start down here on the bottom right for my tomato, but when you're adding some darker value, like the tomato's orange, it's like a darker orange, and then there's a white sticker on there. So I want to show the difference in contrast when I'm using a pencil, or the difference in value. So I'm going to leave that sticker white, but then I'm going to create some value on the tomato itself. You guys can use a regular pencil for this, or you can use colored pencils. With the colored pencils, you're still going to be pressing down a little harder along the edge to create a darker value. And then you can kind of lift up and not press quite as hard when you start moving inward on the tomato. So you definitely want to show that there's a darker edge and a gradual change in value as you move across the tomato, or whatever your object is. If you have a round object, you might want to treat it the same way, with that value changing. And it helps to make that object look like it has some form. So I might go in and add a little more to that later, but I just want to show you guys a couple things. So now I have two ellipses. So the ellipse at the top of here, and I have the ellipse here. So I just want to kind of add some darker value inside there. So it starts to look like this is a container, like an empty container. It has volume. So if you get really good at adding value change, lights and darks, your objects will start to appear to be having some form, even though it's still a 2D drawing where it has height and width, but it doesn't have that. It doesn't take up volume or pop forward, if you will. But we can trick people and make it look like there's some form to these objects by just adding some value changes. And I'm just looking at my object still. I still have my still life in front of me, and I'm using that so that I know where to add the darker values. And this is glass too, so I want to, like, I already started to add like a little bit of a shine where I see some shininess. Like just little shapes like that kind of give it the illusion of a shine on there. And again, inside that ellipse, I want to just add a little bit of a darker value there. So I am going to stop right here for now, even though there's more areas where I will be adding some values to it. But I'd like you guys to get started, and hopefully you have a nice still life ready to go. I'm hoping that you used your viewfinder to zoom in and crop part of your still life so that you created an interesting composition. And you're going to add some value there, some lights and darks. All right? Good luck, guys. I can't wait to see your still life drawings.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Virtual Reading. I'm Miss Reading. Alright, we're going to continue our lower body stretches with me. So let's go. Grab a leg. into the middle and try to reach back. Into the other leg. Good. And we're going to squat and push on the inside of our thighs. And stand up, and you're going to raise one knee up to your chest. And switch. And you're going to put one leg over your knee, and you're going to kind of sit on it. Or you can and switch. Okay, we're going to lunge to one side. And lunge to the other side. Very good. Find a wall. And calf stretch. And switch. All right, guys. Thanks for working out. Have a great day.
Okay guys, it's Tuesday stretch day, so let's get right into it. Let's start with some arm circles forward. Backwards. Okay, put your right arm across your body. Switch. Hands above your head, to the left. To the right. Okay, hands behind your back. Okay, right hand behind your head. Switch. Left hand. Right hand on your shoulder. Some pressure back. Switch. Left hand. And down. Okay, hope that makes you feel good. We'll be back tomorrow with another band workout.
Thanks for watching Enrichment TV, Gators. Remember, work hard, be nice, and we'll see you tomorrow.